our 5th event in the MRF Cup. We are here with the Ultimatum Chaos track, or some would call it the most chaotic track. And if you see it, you would know why. It has so many funnels, so many blockers, it takes a careful eye to navigate through it. And we have now split the teams into 4, and the top 2 who will make it the fastest through will go through the finals. Now, we are just coming through in just a second. Now, they're off. It's the Reds, Greens, Transparency, and the Outcasts. It seems like it is the Reds with the lead. The Greens are desperately trying. They do want to get a good score this time, but it doesn't seem likely they will. Transparency's also desperately trying. They also want a good score, but let's see how it shapes out. Seems like the Reds have actually almost just gone into the blue funnel as well. Oh, it's actually the Outcasts. They have beaten the Reds. The Reds catch that, who will be replacing Fireball here. The Greens are desperately trying. There are some expert funnelists, and I won't be surprised if they're able to somehow beat the Outcasts. Transparent's very, very far behind. There's not much of a chance to get to the finals for them. Oh yes, they will be taken out. Now, let's see. The Greens are desperately trying. Oh no, yes, it does seem likely that they also won't be getting to the finale. But, let's see how this shapes up. Transparents are actually made up for it and have somehow almost gone to the Greens, but the Greens are still ahead. Yes, as you can see, there's a logjam warning, which has just been fixed by our expert crew here. Now, they are off. As you can see, a little bit of a shakiness on the track, but we assure you that it is no problem. Oh, expert funneling tactics there by Pirate of the Outcast, an untrained funnelist, but surprisingly good. Some other very good funneling tactics by the Greens there, who have actually somehow defended against the Chameleons, or some say the Transparents attack. Now, let's see how this works. Yes, it is quite consistent now. Seems like the Greens will be getting third again in this lap track. Transparents again, far, far behind. Let's see if it's the Reds or the Outcasts who are coming through. It is the Reds who are first, Outcasts second. Transparents actually got third somehow. Not quite sure, but they did get up there in front of. Now it's the Blues, Yellows, Oranges, and the Clears. Let's see how they're doing. The Oranges were in the lead, but they have been quickly taken by the Yellows. Let's see how they shape up. The Clears are second, so they do have a good chance of making it into the finale. Let's see. Oranges third. Blues last, actually. Let's see how they get into the blue funnel. Yes, and the Yellows are first. They are clearly visible, but somehow the Oranges are somehow actually making it to second and completely obliterating the Clears somehow. It is actually the Oranges who do get ahead of the Clears. Now, many people say that in lap tracks like this one, the person who gets ahead in the start wins, but as you can see, that's clearly not the case. The Clears are trying to get ahead, but I do think it is the Oranges again. Just a second. The Blues are, they seem like they have lost hope and are going very, very slow on the funnel. Yes, the Yellows are using some really weird tactics here. They're using circular spirals, but in a weird dimension. We'll see another battle with the Oranges and the Clears. The Clears have tried to get and attack the Oranges, with the Oranges with a superb defense there. It seems like they're impenetrable. Yes. The Yellows are far ahead of the Oranges and the Clears, but this could be the match. This could be the funnel, which will decide it all. Oh yes, seems like even the Clears have lost hope now, using some circular funnels which might have defended them, but have taken a very long time to go through. Now the Yellows again are far, far ahead. The Oranges are now trying to attack after the Clears are off their tail. The Clears are trying, but they've more or less given up at this point. But yes, Yellow is far, far ahead. Orange is trying to keep up with the Yellows at standing speed. Yes, as I told you, the Blues have almost given up hope. Sad for them. Anyway, Oranges are most likely going to get second, and they just about have, yes. Clears are quite disappointed with the Oranges' victory and their loss there because they did have the chance to get through. The Clears have made up for their mistake, however, but by getting ahead of the Blues, but not quite. Let's see how this forward group shakes up now. It's the Greens, Transparents, Clears, and the Blues. The Greens are desperately trying. They're one of the best funneling teams I've seen in years. But at this point, they're not looking like that. But it does seem like they have shown their true valor and gotten very ahead of the other marbles. Well, let's see how they go through in the blue funnel. They are taking a little bit of a time, which is kind of surprising because they're quite a fast team, doing very well in all sorts of fast sports. Oh, but what just happened there? What just happened? That will definitely be a highlight, and just look at that. The Blues have somehow gone ahead of the Greens. Somehow. The Greens are also disappointed. They let their guard down at the worst moment, and it seems like even the Clears are trying to get in now. The Greens, using some expert defense tactics, are not letting the family friends get in, but they have. Greens are thoroughly disappointed in themselves, as if they had won this round, they would be it would be unstoppable for them to actually get through the finals. But now they will probably get something like 7th or 8th, and that's just not like them. Yes, as you can see, the Blues have somehow showed their speed. They really saved up their energy for this one. Might have not. Oh, what just happened though? Seems like oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Transparent's doing terribly there. Terribly. They're far, far behind of everybody else. And this might be not such a surprise for the Transparents, but it is for the Greens. I'm sorry to say. The Greens, I suppose, do have a few chances. Hopefully they can at least try to get 6th. 5th is most likely taken by the Blues, but the Greens are far, far behind the Clears. What? Oh my goodness. The Blues using up all of their energy in that spectacular get ahead, but now they have let their guard down just like the Greens, and the Clears are far ahead of them, which is really surprising because they were actually quite behind. And if there was anything, the Blues should have been at least a little closer. But the battle has done. The Greens have fought valiantly, but have just not made it. Just not made it. The Clears are going through the blue funnel now, surprising as they were third at one point in this championship. Very fast, very good funneling tactics. Let's see if the Greens are in this last round can actually try to get ahead of the Blues. Blues have not even actually have been stopped by the stoppers somewhat. If the Greens are stopped from the stoppers, yes, they have. There was a chance if they hadn't been, but they have. Using ovalic spirals, trying to attack the Blues, but the Blues have dodged the Greens' attacks and gotten themselves clear. And the Clears have also gotten themselves clear. Sorry for that bad joke. And now, the Clears are 5th, Blues 6th, Greens 7th, and the Transparents are sorry 8th. Outcasts, Yellows, Reds, and Oranges going through. Yes. Oh, it seems like it might just be the Clears or it's the Outcasts. Not sure. A little bit of a glare there in the yellow funnel, and all of the teams are very expertly somehow camouflaging with it, so can't really find out. Oh, it's actually the Reds who have the lead. Surprising how this works. Reds and the Oranges. They are friends, but seems like the Oranges, using some extremely good circular funnels, have gotten ahead of the Red Cat's Eye. Yellow's far, far behind. Oh, but yes. Oh my goodness, this is extreme. And the Oranges have left the Outcasts in the dust. The Outcasts are trying to hold on to their position of trying to get third at least, but Yellows are putting a fight. They're not highest onto the scoreboard, so they are trying to at least get a third, which will secure them 6 points. But the Oranges are somehow far, far ahead of the Reds. Seems like the Reds didn't get to the conveyor in time and missed it completely. The Oranges have not been stopped by that stopper at all. Surprising, because most teams have. As you can see, even the Outcasts have. And Pirate is one of the best funnelers I've seen in many years. I suppose his inexperience is taking its toll right now. But, yep, he's desperately trying to get ahead of the Reds. Cat's Eye, but that will be in vain. Yellows have also caught up with the Outcasts, which could mean something for them. Orange is using ovalic spirals, trying to dip inside. I would not do this at all, actually. After doing that many ovalic spirals, it would be very wise to just do a few circular spirals, which could get them ahead, but like they are doing over in the blue funnel there, Outcast should have used ovalic spirals actually because they were behind. Seems like all of the teams are so tired at this point that they can't think their strategy through and through. But the Oranges are in the lead. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Somehow the Outcasts have gone ahead of the Reds. Oh my goodness. This is extremely surprising. And the Oranges have secured a gold, getting 10 points. Outcasts got a silver, getting 8. Reds done pretty well, getting bronze and 6 points. Yellows have 4 points, clears 3, blues 2, greens 1, and transparents a sad 0. That could hurt them. But the greens are in risk now. The greens have 31 points, oranges 29, reds 24, and Outcast 24 as well. Transparents 21, yellows 18, clears 12, and blues 11. They cannot win now. Even if they get 10 points in next round and the greens get absolutely nothing, they cannot win. Really sad for them, as they had high hopes and they were one of the best teams in this league. Anyway, subscribe, share, and like, and keep watching MRF Sports.